All right. Shalom. Brother, you want it done about the one coming at you to part two. All right, giving all praises to Yahweh Shema Shai, the Lord's apostles, the elders, and great millstone, who well, peace, love, salutations to all full elect throughout the four corners of earth, preaches the word of truth and sincerity. Okay, like I said, this is part two, continuation from part one of you scoffers and unbelievers, F you and your unbelief, all right, because my phone had overheated, okay, and I decided to do this a part two on screen recording this lesson. But I was saying, when you go in the word before Satan interrupted, by the way, you go in the word or Hebrew word Tahar, because Apostle Tahar, we know the Lord's dealing with that man directly, right? When you go in that word, it's pure because he's the spearhead of this pure doctrine. Okay, and like I said, people have a problem with what we teach, man. Whether it be the great doctrine, Esau going into slavery, Gentiles, the natural Gentiles not being able to make it or being saved, let alone Esau. They have a problem with it. So we don't have no dealings with guys that don't believe in this doctrine, man. So F you, man. Okay, but I'm gonna go ahead and get some scriptures, because Spirit, we brought this out yesterday, 2 Corinthians 6:14, it says, be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers, right? So don't be unequally yoked, all right? Matter of fact, I'm get this in the blue letter. Look up that word. I should have did this yesterday too, but I wasn't, it didn't cross my mind. So I'm doing this lesson. There's a Spirit, we brought this out yesterday at camp. Okay, so this is 2 Corinthians, this 2 Corinthians 6:14. It says, "Be not unequally yoked together with unbelievers." Right? I'm gonna look up that word "yoked." It's from the Greek heterozygio. Right? It says to come under an unequal or different yoke to unequally yoked. It says to have fellowship. Yep. To have fellowship with one who is not equal. Bam, that's the point. Okay, so to fellowship. Okay, so we don't have unity camps like I mentioned yesterday. Camp, we don't have unity camps with these pseudo Israelites, man. IUIC, ISBK, HOI, all these guys have different doctrines, so we can't be equally yoked with them, man, or unequally yoked with them, man. It says, be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. They don't believe in the pure doctrine, man. They beat around the bush with it. They don't really believe in Yahweh Shema Shai. Let alone these Christians, these Muslims. Okay, all these fucking religions, man. They don't believe in the doctrine of Yahweh Shema Shai. So F them, man. We ain't trying to get together with you guys and rub elbows and shit, man. Right? It says, for what fellowship have unrighteousness with unrighteousness? See? So we're the righteous. Great Millstone is the righteous Hebrew Israelite group, man. Okay? And you other camps, you're the unrighteous. You pseudo-religions too, man. You Christians, you Muslims, all right? You Hindus, you Buddhists, you're the unrighteous, man. So we don't have no fellowship with y'all, man. And I'm going to read the NLT too. It says, and what communion have light with darkness? We have the light because we have Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai is that light, right? Okay? So y'all are in gross darkness. Even if you in the truth, you so-called in the truth in these other camps, you still in darkness, man. Because you don't have the full light. You might got a little minuscule light because you can see that you're Israel, right? All right? That what tribe you from? You might have a little inkling of light, a speck of light, but you don't have the full light like we do at Great Millstone, man. Okay, so the NLT says don't team up with those who are unbelievers. See, how can righteousness be a partner with wickedness? Right? How can light live with darkness? So we're not to fellowship with unbelievers, man. All right, and no matter how much you scoffers and scorners come up against us, man, hey, man, the truth is still gonna prevail, man. It's Spirit that this year, Pastor Hardin, this year, the year of apostates, All right, which apostate is one that once believed in the doctrine, right? Because we had many of those at Great Millstone once believed in the doctrine, right? And they fell out. They don't believe in it no more, man. Okay? So he deemed it the year of apostates, sellouts, and agents. Okay, you got a lot of those, man. A lot of sellouts and a lot of agents, man. Okay? Some of these guys that was in Great Millstone turned into fucking agents, man, let alone sellouts. Okay? Now they back in gross darkness, man. Okay? Verse 15, it says, "And what accord have Hamashiach with Belial?" Okay? "Or what part have he that believeth with an infidel," meaning an unbeliever. Okay? So we're not concerned with unbelievers. That's why if a nigga can't get it, like Pastor Hall used, I think, who was it? Yaiquab, Elder Priest Yaiquab, used to say, if a nigga can't get it, just forget him. And we just forget him, man. Hey, we don't have time to debate, go back and forth with an unbeliever. Ain't gonna fucking get it anyway. It's not meant for all Israel to get this doctrine, man. Okay? In LT it says, Salaki, 1 second. In LT it says, "What harmony can there be between Hamashiach and the devil?" See? What harmony, man? How can we get together with you demons? Okay? I don't even like, that's why, man, I'm an introvert, man. I don't like to be around people, man. You know? I can't be around people too long, man. That's why, man, I stay to my fucking self, and that's how that's how it's gonna be in this truth for the most part. Well, and you know, many brothers can attest. Probably a few of you sisters too, man. Can't be around a lot of these fucking people, man, because they ain't on a correct wavelength, so to speak. Okay. See, we are not to sound proud, but it's true, because it's really ain't pride if it's true. But like I was going to say, man, we up here and they at the bottom, man. Okay? Because again, brothers, we the true teachers of the world, man. Like I said in part 1 in transit. All right? So it says, "What harmony can there be between Hamashiach and the devil? How can a believer be a partner with the unbeliever?" Right. So what the fuck up with these unity camps, man? That's confusion, man. Hey, the scriptures say the Lord is not the author of confusion. So I can't, like I said yesterday at camp, I can't teach, out on the streets with a guy that believes a different doctrine I believe in. A guy that don't believe the MOTB is a chip. And here I'm teaching that MOTB is the chip, right? This guy looking at me sideways, man. But he's getting uneasy, you know what I'm saying, while I'm bringing out the scripture. Or breaking it down, rather, Here it is. He's bringing out Revelation. I call him to bring out Revelation 13, 16 through 18, right? And then I break it down, how the correct way. And this guy, a guy from IUIC, of course they don't believe in the chip, and he's looking at, he's feeling uneasy, man. It's gonna be conflict, man. It doesn't work, man. It doesn't fucking work, right? Verse 16, and I'm about to wrap up. It says, "And what agreement with the temple of the Most High with idols? For ye are the temple of the Most High," the elect, okay? "As the Most High have said, I will dwell in them and walk in them, and I will be their power, and they shall be my people." So it starts with the elect, because we have the true doctrine, man. We don't. The elect is not going to rub elbows or rub shoulders. Go out there and teach with unbelievers, guys that don't believe in our doctrine, man. Doesn't make sense to do that, man. All that's going to do is cause confusion and conflict, man. Okay? And it's not wise. And it's fucking common sense, man. Okay? It's like in LT it says, and what union can there be between the Most High's temple and idols, right? Because you got IUICs, like I said, they pretty much Christian Israelites, man. Okay, they believe in Cesare Borgia pretty much, because they call on the name Jesus Christ. Okay, here it is. They have a so-called black Messiah, right? but they'll call his name Jesus Christ, man. You know, so pretty much, hey, they're not worshiping. They're not worshiping Yahweh Shai, man. They worshiping Cesare Borgia, man, because you're not calling on the right name. Okay? So Cesare Borgia is your idol. That's an idol, man. So-called white Jesus. It says, "In what union can there be between the Most High's temple and idols? For we are the temple of the living power. And the Most High said, I will live in them and walk among them, and I will be their power, and they shall be my people." So, yeah, making it more plain in the NLT. So, we are the temple of the Lord, man. We got to act like it, man. Okay? But these unbelievers, they're going to stay in gross darkness. They're going to continue to buck up these niggas in the world. And continue to come up and scoff like that fucking clown confronting the DC camp, right? The nigga with the fucking dreads, because that's feminine, okay? The nigga with the goddamn dreads, man. You know, coming up against brothers, okay, spewing this fucking, man. It's probably a fucking plan of vocab. You know, you niggas gonna be destroyed, man. So again, fuck you niggas and your fucking unbelief, man. The Lord's gonna fucking destroy you niggas, man. Okay? If you don't like the way I talk, hey, don't watch. Alright, let me end it off with this, man. Don't fucking watch, man. I ain't got time for emotional ass bitch niggas, man. I'm just lay it straight like that, man. You know? So this is Isaiah 60:2. It says, "For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people." Right? So our people, for the most part, are in gross darkness. And if you're not part of the elect, if you're not part of the 1/3, you're going to stay in that gross darkness, and you're not going to get it. You're not going to get the doctrines we teach here at Great Millstone, man. Okay? Like I said, even you got Israelites that's in gross darkness still. See, knowing's only half the battle, right? So what if you know you're an Israelite? Are you teaching the right doctrine? So if you ain't teaching the right doctrine, you ain't doing shit, man. Are you going out there prophesying? Are you warning the people? Okay? All right? You ain't teaching the chip being a mark of the beast. If you ain't teaching America's destruction, you ain't doing shit, man. You just, shit. Hey, the basis ain't gonna cover the law, telling people they Israel, telling Jake they Israel, man. They ain't gonna cut it, man. Right? So it says, "For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. But Yahweh shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee." Because we are the light, man, here at Great Millstone. Yahweh Shai is dealing with us. Hey, scriptures say wisdom maketh a man face to shine. All right? Then it says, "And the Gentiles shall come to thy light, and the kings to the brightness of thy rising." So the Israelite foreigners, right? That's of the elect. It's gonna come. It's gonna take heed to this doctrine, man. They're gonna gravitate to the doctrine of Great Millstone, and they're gonna get in the fold. Okay? Because we got it, man. Hey, the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai is only dealing with Great Millstone, man. Point blank, period. Right? And you other pseudo groups, all right? The Lord ain't fucking dealing with y'all. I'm keep saying it. Hey, we gonna keep saying the Lord ain't fucking dealing with y'all, man. The spirit ain't on y'all, man. Spirit ain't dealing with you. The Holy Spirit does not dwell with these other camps, man. Point blank, period. Let alone these Christians, these so-called Christians, these Muslims, all right, these Egyptologists. Spirit ain't with you, mother effers, man. So if you don't believe, fuck you, man. All right? You got a problem with the doctrine? Fuck you. You got a problem with Yahweh Shai, but you don't got a problem with us, right? You got a problem with us. You got a problem with Yahweh Shema Shai, man. So if you got a problem with Yahweh Shai, fuck you, man. All right? So with that, hey, Lord, when this is edified, I'm going to sign off by saying again, all praises and glorifications goes to Yahweh Shema Shai, by Shema Kagadash, double honors to apostles and elders at Great Millstone Well. Peace, love, salutations to the hopeful elect, throughout the four corners of the preacher's word and truth and sincerity. I'm going to say shalom and kwame yashala, shalom.